观众朋友晚上好，欢迎收看最新一期的子天访谈录 SD Talk Show， 我是子天 Sky 董。Hi Danny.
Hi Sky, Danny Nguyen. It's good to be here. It's good to be with you again, Sky.
Yes. Our audience know last time we talk about your life, like totally you how to came to this country and you how to start your business. I think this time they want to know more about your business, about your company.
Sure, I'd be more than happy to share.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also last time we just interviewed for the Pearland new mayor, Kevin Cole.
Yes.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, you and I promised our audience that we're going to be interviewing a lot of city leaders. And the reason that we want to bring the leader to you, because it's very important. A lot of people, they said, I'm doing business. I don't like politics. I want to keep politics away. But that is not true at all. If business is your profession,
yes,
and politics is your business, because these are the people who come up with rules, regulation, ordinances that may affect your life, affect your businesses, affect of how soon you can get your permit. That's why you and I invited the mayor.
Yes, I think
the mayor Palin. And the good thing about that, he was nice, right? He was very nice.
Really nice.
Yeah.
I think he also is a really successful business people.
He is. I think that would make a great politician. A great politician, if he or she is a professional politician, then you may not like that.
Yeah.
You want a politician who come from the people, for the people, and by the people. And Mayor Cole, he's a business owner. He have kids, and then he have nice family, so he can relate it to the people.
Yeah.
He understand the people needs.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have to meet our Mayor Cole.
Yeah, sure. Very quickly, he was newly elected. He came to office. He was sworn in last November, and as a brand new mayor, he has a lot of options to come up with new policies. But what Sky and I emphasize on is that we want him to receive and have an open mind and pro-business to the international communities. And we talk about Pearland is a very highly diversified city, a city who has several people, different people from everywhere, and he acknowledged it. He said, Danny, I appreciate the culture of different countries, and he understands the challenges and difficulty of small business. So, but the bottom line, what we take away with, what was the highlight?
Yeah.
The highlight was that he promised he going to do his best to make city the best place to work, play, and live, and pro-business.
Yeah, I think the highlight is he mentioned about he answered the phone from all the residential.
Right. Accessible, right?
Yeah.
Some leader, you cannot reach them.
Yes.
Right. As a matter of fact, you know that I've been in the communities for the past 25 years. That is one of, you usually ask me, you said, Danny, what has been the attribute to your success?
Yeah.
And to be in this kind of business, to be in the commercial estate business, you got to know a lot of people.
Yeah.
Your value as a developer, as an investor, as a broker is to know people. So, like anything else, the topic today is you want me to share with the audience about what I do, right?
Yes.
Right? And then that, I'm in commercial estate, and probably the audience see my name on the sign called Danny Nguyen International. And I have been doing commercial estate for the past 20 plus years.
Wow.
Only commercial real estate.
Oh, only commercial.
Only commercial, specializing commercial estate. And basically we got three departments, Sky. We have investment. We also buy and sell land, commercial land and shopping centers. We also invest in shopping centers. We also do development. We buy all the building and we renovate. You remember the one that I took you to Missouri City, Texas, where we renovated. But more importantly, I think our core services is the brokerage, where I represent the land owner shopping centers owners to sell their properties.
Yeah. So you how to set up your company? Like before, you already told me 21 years ago, right?
Yes.
I think at that time for commercial real estate, it's not the most popular, right?
Yes. As a matter of fact, commercial is, residential is a very commonly known.
Yeah.
But when you step into commercial, it's a different industry. A different, because it tend to be, the transaction tend to be more complicated. It's more sophisticated. So you need to get the knowledge. You have to get good knowledge. It's not like residential, where the buyers buy based on emotion.
Yeah.
Based on emotion. I mean, they like, I like this area.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that color. It's beautiful swimming pool.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah. But commercial is different.
Yes, commercial, they're based on economic. So you must have the ability. Let's say if I represent a shopping center buyer, a person, an investor who want to buy a shopping center, whether $1 million or $50 million, as a commercial real estate specialist, you must be able to help them to analyze the financial aspect of it. The financial, how much income is it bringing in?
The return, yeah.
What kind of return does it have? What kind of tenants are there? How long have them been there? And the expiration of the lease, the profit and loss statement. You have to understand. But broadly, as a commercial real estate specialist, you have to understand the financial aspect of it. Okay, for the shopping center, you have to understand the market and the physical aspect. Physical is, the brick and the mortar, how big, how tall, what size, and you also have to know the legal.
Yeah.
The legal aspect of it. Yeah.
Yeah. The customer why choose your company to be there? Can you tell me?
That is a very good question because you want to. In our business, they call it competitive advantage. I think my story is when I graduated from Texas A&M in 1996, Sky, my major was international business, and I graduated with an honor student of Texas A&M. I never thought of going to real estate. Never thought. Because at that time, real estate to me was like, people selling houses. Yeah. Because that's the general perception of people. But when I found out commercial estate is a totally different ballgame. Commercial estate, you talk about commercial land, you talk about high-rise building like this. So I was fascinated with it. So that's why I chose to be in commercial estate. So to answer your question, I chose commercial estate as a profession when I graduated.
Oh, okay.
Unlike some other people, they retire, they don't have anything else to do, and then they go into the real estate. Yeah. But I explore all options. And I choose commercial estate because that is where wealth. Yeah. That's where you help people to make a lot of money. That's why you make a huge difference. That's why you make an impact. Does that make sense?
I think you also really enjoy.
I love it. If you don't have a passion for it, there's no way that you can do it. So basically, I love it. I love it so much. Just like you're a singer, right? A singer sing. Yeah. A dancer dance. A painter paint. And as a deal maker, I love making deals. It's not about real estate, but when you bring the buyer and the seller together, when you bring the project and the investor together, you bring the tenant and the landlord together, you create economic. It's called deal making. Yeah. It's fun. It's not easy. It's very complicated. But because of your vision, your determination, and your expertise, you bring the transaction together. Yeah. And when you close that transaction, you have a lot of people get job. Every time I put a contract together. Yeah. A commercial land, for example. We create job for the bank. Yeah.
Title company.
Yeah. Survey. Yeah. What else? Construction company. Yeah. CPA. Yeah. Advice. You name it. Realtor. So basically, you turn that vacant land into a building, and that building will bring people in it. And it provides services, like in this building right here.
Yeah.
I remember when I first came in the 80s something, this used to be vacant land with cornfield. But because of the courage of an investor and the determination, he bring the investor, right? Hey, I have a piece of land, you want to buy it. Not about a piece of land, but he know that a building like this will do well. So you got to love it. You got to be, you need to have passion. You have to like it, and you must be willing to pay a price for it. You stick with one thing. I think the number one success attribute is specialization.
Yeah. So during the whole the transaction, the deal, which part you think is the most difficult to get it done?
Nothing is more challenging than in this profession. There's several professions, you don't take that risk. But if you want to step into for those young people, I'd be more than happy to share. I have been doing this real estate for the past 20 plus years, and for any person any young person out there who want to go into this business, I'd be more than happy to share. I want to share all the secrets, the good, the bad, and the ugly, so they know. Because the journey that I have traveled, somebody's about to step in. But this is not an easy business. Is it easy? No, it's just very difficult. As a matter of fact, the failure rate is very, very high. Okay. So to answer your question directly, you got to know what you're doing. And every part of the transaction is important. Anywhere from how you identify, you look at a piece of property, other people see grass and cow and grass on it, but you see, you can visualize in your mind, oh my God, this is great for a hotel. This is great for a warehouse. This is great for an apartment. You must have the ability to know the highest and best use.
Yeah, you already have the picture in your head.
Thank you. See, that make a difference. Because if you see a piece of land, and then everybody can see a piece of land.
Yeah.
But you said, you know what?
Behind is a piece of land.
And what is it that, it's not about the land.
Yeah.
Anybody can show land, but what make you a great broker is that, oh wow, this is great location for a bank.
Yeah.
Because we need a bank for a doctor office, for a restaurant, for a hair salon, for a hotel. Because of that ability, that skills, you package the land together, and then you present a package to that people.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to introduce to the wrong people. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the ability to know what the best use is important, and the ability to reach out, to contact people, to call people, to bring people together.
Yeah. So the first
not
thing,
easy.
You have to already know very well about the land, the location, and what is the future looks like.
Yeah.
How many residential around.
Yeah.
If they need the bank, if they need what kind of hospital, the company.
Yeah. For example, let's say we specialize in two products. You asked me what is the secret of success. Highly specialized and focused. In real estate, it's just like in the medical field.
Yeah.
Okay. You get this house, you get apartment, you get warehouse, you get office building, you get hotel, you get land, and you get shopping centers. I only do two things. I do two things: shopping centers and commercial land. When it comes to shopping centers, I know the in and out of it. So when you specialize, it's just like a doctor.
Yeah.
When you have a heart problem, Sky.
Yeah. You kind of go to see the eye doctor.
You go to the heart doctor. But if you have an eye problem, you see. You don't go to generalists. You don't go to people who, I sell house, I sell warehouse, I sell land, I sell insurance, I do everything. No. You want to go to the guy who know the market, who know the transaction knowledge. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to be very, very focused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. So for right now, a lot of the young people want to learn real estate. Do you have some suggestion?
Yes,
how to start?
I hopefully let me before I answer that question, I want to make sure that they understand clearly.
Yeah.
I want to talk to share with the audience what I know best.
Okay.
That's why we're here.
Yeah. Okay.
It's something that I've been doing over and over 21 years. Yeah. Even after 21 years, Sky, I don't know everything. I still learn every day. It's just like a doctor who perform operation on people. You never know. Every case is different. You know, every time after 21 years, every time I drive around town, you know, I'm like, oh my God, I see that building. Because we did that project, we did that building, we sold that building, we developed that project, we bring that investor. That restaurant opened because of you, that bank opened because of your effort. So the rewards is great. It's great. I mean, because you see the tangible result.
Yeah, the rewards.
And usually people, you know, I was about to share with them about something else, but I'm so drawn into your question about the young people. So I want to answer that. I want to have a workshops. You know that we have an office. I was very honored to be invited by you, Sky, and I was invited by Mr. Whaley to be in this building with you.
Okay.
So this is our second location in this building, and with Mr. Whaley's reputations and contacts, and one of my goals is to collaborate. So one of the things that I'm planning to do is to have workshops.
Our audience so lucky.
Workshops, and then we will show them.
Learn.
Because I mean these are you're talking about investing millions of dollars on a piece of land. I mean you want to make sure that that land is a good piece of land. That land is feasible. The government allow you to build what you want to build. You buy that in the future is will appreciate in value. So I want to have a workshop for the land owners, for shopping center owners, for the shopping center buyers, and eventually I think I want to do a workshop for new agents, for people who want to do this business. And let me tell you this, I think life is an open book.
Yeah. Every day it's a brand new.
Every day is a new challenge to overcome. You know, sometimes people ask you, do you like your job? But sometimes actions speak louder than words. The moment when I made a decision to go into this real estate 21 years ago, as a matter of fact, more than 21, but 21 years later, I still love it. Every day, I still wake up at 5 o'clock, and every day still doing deals. Because the day that you lose that passion, and it's over. So I enjoy it. So number one, I want to share with the people who get into this commercial estate. It's a great career. It's one. This one has brought me millions of dollars. I am where I am today because of commercial estate. I become an elected official because of real estate. I travel to different countries because of this career. This career has brought me to the destination, to the destiny that I desire. So that's life, Sky. You know, you started out, you learn, and then you practice, and then you teach. And now I'm an older guy, right? And then now I want to teach the younger generations. I want to do something else. I want to write a book. I want to go out. I want to do something. I want to run for office. I want to do something different. So in order for me to take to the higher level, I have to release and teach. Be more than to teach. And then I have a lot of listings. I got about more than 50 listings that is worth more than $100 million. And if we have some good agents, especially successful agents who want to learn commercial, I'd be more than happy to teach. But they have to go to our courses. They have to learn to teach. They have to learn before we give them that opportunity.
Yes. Our audience can learn from Danny step by step.
Step by step.
Yes. All the details, the knowledge. Wow.
And then you will help, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to learn too. I can learn a lot. So can you tell me some story for your first project? How to come up? I think that is a long time ago, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The first project was when I was still in college.
Oh,
and then
during college, or
college, my last year in college, and some of my family's friend, they opened a beauty salon, a nail salon. Okay, but they want to open in the mall.
Oh, okay.
In a big mall in San Antonio. That was in 1994, 95.
Wow.
Okay, and then they know that I was a college student. They know that we're taking business courses. So they want to ask me to help them to look over the proposal for them, transactions, because of the language barrier, So I help her to translate the proposals and the leases. And to make the story short, the next thing that I found was I was sitting right in front of the landlord in a very big mall to open a nail salon. And that salon turned out to be one of the most successful in San Antonio, and
most popular.
Yeah, and then they opened 15 stores in San Antonio. Ingram Park Mall, and then a different mall, San Antonio, Austin, and Corpus Christi. Yeah, so that was the first transactions. I mean, family transactions. Yeah.
So at that time, do you feel nervous when you're sitting with
extremely nervous. When you first started out, I remember sitting in front of the landlord.
Yeah.
But a huge mall, shopping mall is huge, and you sit in with a person. Yeah, and you feel very intimidated because it's overwhelming, it's complicated, and then sometimes you feel like you don't know what you're talking about. Even later on, when my first transaction, when I got my real estate license, I sold my first deal, but I was very nervous. You feel like oh my God, I feel like man, I don't know it's always like that.
Yeah.
It's always like that. But I know that you don't have to be great. You don't have to be great to get started. But you need to get started to be great.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Everybody started at some point. You don't have to be great. But because of that nervousness, one transaction, two transactions, even a hairstylist, if you become a hairstylist, will you be nervous cutting the first customer hair? You would, right?
Yeah.
A doctor who performs a first surgery. So it's okay to be nervous, extremely nervous. But I have good mentors. I have good people who teach me and support me and show me the rope.
Yeah. I think we talk about a lot about Danny's past project.
Yeah.
So I think our audience also want to know what you recently do.
Oh yeah. I got the project. My project. We have a 65,000 square feet shopping center in Missouri City. This is in the revitalizing area. This is the place where the government encourage investor and landlord to renew it, to make it look nicer. It's a good location.
Yeah.
But the government want you to put a makeup on an older shopping centers. So I'm working on that 65,000 square feet. Then we're going to renovate the place. Yeah, we have the architecture drawing done, and now we're going to have it built. And then after that, we're going to increase rent, and then we're going to sell that project. Yeah, and then I have a few other projects that underway. Yeah.
I think during the COVID, for the shopping center, I think a lot of tenants maybe have to choose if move out or keep. Yes. What's your suggestion?
Well, it was as a landlord, and we have to learn how to solve the situations. I mean, if the tenant do not have to, they can't pay rent because they have no customers.
Yeah.
And then there's so much that you can force them. So you even though you have to make an economic decision, but you have to exercise compassion too.
Yeah.
So basically, we come with a compromise. We let a lot of them defer rent. We allow them to skip the rent for a few months, as long as they try.
Yeah.
As long as they try, they try, and then we defer that payment so they can pay later. So it's compromise because if you push so hard, you're going to lose the tenants.
Yeah.
So everybody lose. So I mean, just like anybody else, it was the economic hardship that everybody has to bear. Yeah, it was tough though. Tough to have a tenant to come and beg you and cry and ask for mercy. Yeah.
But I heard about the real estate marketing about the residential, it's increased. How about the commercial?
It depends on the projects. You know that the pandemic hit very hard on 3 industry. You know, the tourist industry, hotel, hospitality, and that was hit very hard. And the other one is hotel. The other one is restaurant. Restaurant was hit very hard, and an office building. There will be a lot of empty because people don't go to office. And even after the pandemic, I'm not sure if the pandemic will go away. But even when people return to work, it will be different because now people are used to working at home and using the technology.
Yeah.
So I would not invest in shop in an office building. Office building is not a good.
Yeah.
But retail is still doing okay. Retail
I think
and land is still doing great.
So I think you choose for the shopping center for commercial real estate. It's a really good choice. It's a long term.
Yeah, it's a long term. You remember that real estate is like any other investment commodity.
Yeah.
But what great thing about real estate is that the value, you know, it will go up in value. Real estate appreciation will beat depression, inflation, and recessions.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's so many advantages in investing in real estate. There's more people coming, the population grow, but land does not grow.
Yeah.
Remember, that's why land is so expensive now.
Population
Because
is growing fast.
that's why you see a lot of development.
Yeah.
Because tech people are still moving to Texas. You see a lot of home with the pandemic. You see houses, home sale is still great because the population growth.
Yes. And everybody want to move to Texas.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate Danny with me today. This is our today's SD talk show. Hopefully next week we will bring another city of the mayor.
Yeah, thank you, Sky. It was fun, and I appreciate the opportunity talking with you. And hopefully the audience will like us.
Yeah.
And if they don't like us, they will let us know, right? Tell us, communicate it with us. You probably have Sky's email. Just communicate. Tell us what is it that you want to see. I mean, this is pretty open forum. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
I mean, so the format, this is what we think. But if you think this show is for the business people, for the audience, so whatever we talk about has to be business related. Thank you for your attention and have a great week.
Yeah, thank you. 这就是今天的子天访谈录，我是子天 Sky，我们下期再见。